It started on a late September afternoon when the neighborhood around Willow Creek began preparing for winter. The trees were already half naked, their early red leaves carpeted on driveways and sidewalks. Only one house on the block stood practically still, the old Myers place. The lawn was overgrown and the curtains were always drawn. No one had seen Mr. Myers in months. People whispered, was he traveling, visiting family? But then the police came once, about 2 months before, no one remembers why exactly, and left without comment. The driveway was empty, the front door shut tight, and someone saw a policeman put a box into his patrol car before leaving. What people didn't know was why Mr. Myers had become a mystery, until the night of October 3rd. That day, I was coming home late from work. The street was unusually quiet. Only the faint chatter of wind and a couple of distant barking dogs. I saw lights on in the Myers house. Strange enough, because no lights were ever on there. Usually the curtains stayed closed all day and night. Curious, I slowed my car down as I passed. Something felt off, like the house was pretending to look normal. I stepped out, brushing my jacket against the chilly breeze. There was a faint hum of electricity inside. Then I saw a man step out through the front door, older, tall, in a worn sweater, and I froze. My heart skipped. It was Mr. Myers, or at least what looked like him. He wasn't moving quite right, stumbling like every step was effort. His eyes fixed forward without focusing on anything. I wanted to ask how he was doing, or why lights were on, or why someone had taken him down from the brink of whatever had happened before. But before I could speak, his eyes locked onto mine. Then he smiled, a slow, strange smile that didn't reach his eyes. "Hey," he said quietly. Something was wrong. I should have turned and walked away. I should have run. But I stood still. He lifted his hand, bony fingers trembling slightly. "You saw them too, right? The others?" "What others?" I asked, voice shaky. He tilted his head. "You know, the guests. They never leave." I felt a chill. "Mr. Myers, I think you should rest." His eyes glowed faintly in the porch light. "There was a party once," he whispered, "but they came late. They never left. They watched, and they waited, and now it's time." The lights inside flickered. I backed up. And as I did, I saw figures in the windows, silhouettes of people, 5, 6, maybe more, standing still, facing outward. They didn't move. They didn't blink. I ran to my car and locked the door, engine roaring. I looked back once. The lights went out. The hallway inside was pitch black. And then one light flicked on again in the upstairs window. I never saw Mr. Myers again. But after that night, neighbors started noticing something else. Windows in the Myers house would light up at strange hours long after dusk. And sometimes in the quiet of night, you could swear you saw shadows move behind the curtains.